So, a new paper published by Environmental Defense and the Ontario Public Health Association shows that EVs have enormous social benefits.
Social benefits?
Oh, well, yeah, I'm going down to the debutante ball in my EV to socialize with all the nice gentlemen.
That's the benefit that EVs provide?
No, of course. No, the social benefits, we're talking about society, not social.
That was society you were talking about.
Yeah, that's high society. University of Toronto civil engineering professor Marianne Hatzopoulou, who led research on the study, said local air pollution within urban environments is highly detrimental to human health. When you have an electric vehicle with no tailpipe emissions, you're removing a wide range of contaminants from nitrogen oxides to fine particulate matter. So essentially what we're talking about here is lives.
Yeah, EVs save lives. So just no one talks about it.
Right. So they did a study in the greater Toronto area of how many lives would be saved and how they could correlate that to a price tag, to an actual...
we got to get back to money. We always have to put money on it somehow.
Dollar value. So basically they did 3 different studies. One converting all cars and SUVs, another one converting all transport trucks, and the other one converting all transit systems, so including buses and trains. Converting all cars and SUVs would result in 313 fewer deaths per year. That would be an estimated social benefit of $2.4 billion. Wow. The trucks is 275 fewer deaths, or $2.1 billion a year. And transit would be 143 fewer deaths, social benefit $1.1 billion. So that's a total of 731 lives per year.
I don't care how many lives it saves. I care about how much money it saves.
Okay,
how much money?
Their estimates would put it at $5.6 billion a year.
That's worth saving for. Forget the lives. It's the money we got to save it for.
And I mean, that's assuming that we're talking about roughly $7.5 million per life.
Yeah, where did they come up with that number? So each of us is worth $7.5 million?
So they were following a different study that kind of attributes human life. They do studies based on, like, if you wanted to take a high risk job like lumberjack and stuff like that, they kind of create an estimate that way. You could argue that there are many other benefits to human life that would put that number a little bit higher. So maybe 5.6 billion is like the very lowest of the low numbers, and that this is, again, just the Toronto area.
So this means that each ICE car that you take off the road and convert to an EV is worth $10,000.
Yes.
Is what they're saying there.
Yes.
And so that is great, because for so long people have said, like, it's not fair that the government's giving you an incentive to buy an EV.
Let's say you give someone a $5,000 incentive to buy an EV, and it's enticing enough for them to go, wow, you know, I think I actually want to do it, pull the trigger. You've just created $5,000 of additional benefit to society,
right,
that you are now capitalizing on. And so, yes, you gave them a $5,000 incentive to buy the car, but you were getting $10,000 back. So you're almost doubling the benefit that you have given through the incentive.
Yeah.
And again, I would argue that this is a low number. I think that you could argue that the benefit is even higher.
Yeah,
I mean, if we're valuing human lives, and again, we're just valuing if you're dead or not, if
right.
you have a pulse.
Exactly. What if it means that you have a higher IQ? What if it means that you have a better quality of life? Like,
right.
These are things that didn't even measure.
That is why we are so gung-ho about EVs and transport, getting fuel-burning cars off the road, and that includes trucks and trains as well. It's really important to get this information out, and you are vital to doing that.
When people hear about information from someone they know and trust,
that's you,
they are much more likely to listen and act.
So share this clip with someone you know today.
You'll feel good knowing you made a difference. Now you know.